season in our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Gales. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the Gales head coach, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And here comes the sophomore running back. What a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's still running after the move. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Gales. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So San Diego State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. Motion from the wideout. Looking for running room. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week, and getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Slings it downfield. Between the hashes, it's Ferguson. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
He lets one fly deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You've got to give that defender a lot of credit because he's covering a tight end that's bigger than him, that can jump higher than him, and has longer arms than him, and still he was able to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. This time he's got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground. Great
job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Aztecs will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll run it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He now has 80 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Second down to the air. Unloads it left. Caught, it's Cole. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Blasted as he lets it go. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Now the Gales getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Give to the running back. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now the Gales kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gales. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They marched 72 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they...
Time to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gales. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Finding space. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. And he's brought down after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wall. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Aztecs send out the punt unit. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys are
loose in the middle. The 50. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gales.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. It's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense all over him.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Unleashes one deep. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Smashes through the tackle. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Give to the back. Now the Gales will hustle to the line. Out wide left, it's Cherry. Snags it, and there's running room. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Gales. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the #1 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Hawkeyes, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Now the Gales will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. 25. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Catching up with the Gales head coach, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Second down, gonna throw it. That's caught. It's Wall. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They're going to run it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the left side. Takes it in. Touchdown, Gales. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. First play of this drive. They're all over him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and long here. Trying to establish the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Trying to take it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Gales sideline. Players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Gale. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike. On that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 39-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Had to force that one.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, what a cut! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Now the Gales trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy. Jesse, I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gale. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Gales sideline. The offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. He's past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Now the Gales come to the line with a fresh set of downs. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The give to the single back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gales. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And if you're the head coach, you are absolutely loving this. You're up big on the scoreboard because your defense keeps getting takeaways, and on offense, in sudden change situations, you're turning it into touchdowns. That right there, phenomenal job. Great decision by the quarterback. He finds his open man. They connect. Everything going their way, David.
And I love when they stay aggressive after a turnover. That is the number one thing we're always yelling in the huddle as a defense. Sudden change, sudden change. They want to capitalize on the momentum, and they did. They stayed aggressive, continuing to add to this lead, doing what they want when they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go. Ready? 180, 180, shift. Go.
Looking for an alley. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a give to Robinson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. Drops back on first down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Now the Gales are in the hurry-up. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gales. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Sells to run, looking to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on second down. On the draw, it's Robinson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick. First down. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They bring the punter onto the field now. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Gales offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game.
And the 49ers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback changing the play. Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Back to throw, it's Thorne. Under pressure, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's...
So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Turns it upfield. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quick give. Stopped right there.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. makes the catch. It's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Thorne. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Rush is on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint,
Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Hines is back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Just smothered on the play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Got the back over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
and that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got the back in the middle. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Complete out of the backfield. And they get him down short of the first down marker.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had...
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Thorne. He hurls one deep down the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have two more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
The 49ers have taken it inside the 20. Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man.
And the 49ers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to bowl his way in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him, he can just post him up.
Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a